From truckies to tourists, thousands of people use the Northern Territory's road system. While new money for the Territory's highways has been welcomed by the transport industry, they say it's only a small portion of what's needed.
$150 million will obviously do some widening and strengthening projects, but it won't actually put a lot of new bitumen on sections of that road that are beyond life.
But that work isn't expected to start until 2024.
The biggest concern is always to do with road safety, and we know that there are sections of the Stuart Highway in particular that are severely degraded and impact the safety of all road users.
Also in the budget, money to rehabilitate the former Rum Jungle uranium mine in Bachelor. The NT Environment Centre says it's been calling for this for decades.
So the rehabilitation of this land is of huge significance to traditional owners who can finally have their land returned, and also will have impacts for neighbouring Litchfield National Park.
How much money the federal government has committed hasn't been made public, but the Environment Centre says it could be upwards of $300 million.
It will be our job and the job of a number of other organisations and people in the Northern Territory to hold the government to account on that commitment.
There's also $30 million for a big battery from Katherine to Darwin and microgrid projects in remote communities. But the Environment Centre says investment in renewables across the country is insignificant.
This pales in comparison to the close to $1 billion that has been invested by the federal government in dirty gas projects in Australia, including in the Beetaloo Basin.
As well as giving, this budget is also taking away. The controversial community development program, better known as the Remote Work for the Dole, is being scrapped from 2023.
It led to a whole generation of young people being excluded from education, employment and training opportunities. It wreaked havoc on remote communities.
The Central Land Council says funds should be redirected to creating employment.
We don't want any more employment programs. We need real jobs, and we need government investment into the remote regions.
The federal government has set aside $110 million to develop a new scheme over the next 5 years. Saskia Mabin, ABC News.